If you want to send emails from inside of your CRM or trigger email automations and have it look like it's coming from your official company email address, then what you're going to want to do is create an email subdomain and set it up inside of your email services settings. So go to settings, email services. If you've not set up email abilities inside of your CRM yet, then you're going to get this pop-up that says create a dedicated domain to boost your email deliverability. That's what you want to do. Click the blue button. Whatever your website domain is, in this case, we're going to use camcarpetcare.com. You do not want to set up your main website URL in this email services section. Instead, you're going to create a subdomain, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. It's really easy. What you're going to do is you're going to create a subdomain. I like to use lc dot whatever your website is. So if your website is, raisecarpetcleaning.com, then you would type in lc.raisecarpetcleaning.com. All right, we're going to add and verify this domain. If you have GoDaddy or Squarespace or one of these other really common domain providers, then it will actually prompt you to set up your email dedicated domain automatically. And this should be pretty simple for you to do. If you're like me and you have your domain somewhere else, then you'll have to set it up manually. And so I'll show you how to do that now in case you have to set yours up manually too. Everybody else will have a much easier time setting this up. After you click this button, if you have GoDaddy or another common provider, then it might just set your records up for you. Everybody else, we're going to have to go install these records. There's TXT, CNAME, and MX records. We're going to go install those records on our domain DNS settings, and then we're going to come back and click verify. So let's copy this first one right here. It's a TXT record. Go into your domain DNS settings. Click add record. We're going to add a TXT record. We'll paste the host name into that field. We'll grab the value, paste that right here, and hit save. And we're going to keep doing that until we've filled in all of these records. So we'll do the next TXT value. Nope. This one's a CNAME. So this time we'll do a CNAME record. And you don't have to know what any of this means. You just have to be able to copy and paste. But if you know what all of this means, then you'll know that we're just adding records so that the CRM can send emails from your domain. All right, we've got 2 MX records, and then we're done. Actually, yeah, I'll see. One more. Okay, that should be all the records. Now that I've added all of these, you might have to wait a second. Sometimes your domain provider will take a second for those DNS records to propagate. We'll hit verify, and we should get a green status saying verified on almost all of these. But wait, what's this? There's one last record down here. This was not in the last screen. And so that's why this one's not verified. It's an optional field, but I recommend that you go add this DMARC record because it'll help improve your deliverability. So let's go back. We're going to add one more TXT record. And again, if you're using GoDaddy or Squarespace or something like that, then this will be much easier. You won't have to do all this copying and pasting, but the rest of us have to work for it. And that's all right. It's not difficult. Okay. This one should be verified now. And by the way, this is that auto configure DNS button. If you have one of the common providers like GoDaddy, you could click that button. Hopefully this will just auto configure for you. Let's give this a shot. And we're verified. Okay. So now that we've created our dedicated domain, you're not done yet because you can see here it says name not provided, email not provided. Click the little 3 dots right here. Go to set headers. and you're going to provide a from name and a from email. And by default, all emails that you send from within this CRM, within this marketing suite, this is who it's going to come from, and this is the email address it's going to come from. This is what your customers are going to see when they get an email from you. So you probably want to put your company name in here, right? And then you probably want to put no reply at your company's domain.com. And you put no reply. That's kind of standard in the email marketing industry, but this is just to remind people that this is not really an email address they should be replying to. You're sending out marketing emails from this. And this is just kind of common lingo. You can put whatever you want here. You could put, support or info or whatever you want, right? But we'll put no reply. You hit save, and now you're pretty much done. You've set up your domain settings, you've set up your headers, and that's it. There's really nothing else that you need to do in here. You could warm up this email address if you're going to be sending a bunch of emails from this, like sending out mass emails to your list of 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 customers. Then you might want to do some sort of an email warm-up process before you start sending out emails to your entire list. And the way that you could do that is by setting up an email that you're going to send to your entire list, and then putting it on drip mode and sending out about 100 emails an hour or 200 emails an hour until it does your entire list. And then, continue doing that and adding more and more emails per send until your list, your email address is warmed up and you can email your entire list. You could do that if you want to. If you've not really emailed your list much, then it might be worth doing that, because your customers might not be used to hearing from you in their email inbox. They might not be used to seeing you in there. And you want to make sure that you not only get your emails into their inbox, right, and not into their spam folder, but it'd be good to start emailing your list and trying to get them to open your emails and engage with your emails a little bit, because that will improve your deliverability as well. Okay, if you have any questions on this, let me know. If this is helpful, hit like, and we'll talk to you later.